Okay, so as you know, I have around 20 plus years experience in IT field, and I'm working Citrix products since 2010. All 4.5, 6.5, 7.x, right? The cloud, Citrix DaaS, and Netscalers. Okay, and also AVD. Okay, so I implemented so many Netscalers from scratch. I completed certifications, external certifications from my organizations, previous organizations. uh, 11.0, 12.x, 13.x. I completed all the certifications, and I've implemented few projects from scratch, okay, VPX. And also my previous project, right? So we migrated from MPX to VPX. Now hardware is costly, right? So that hardware is end of life. So that we migrated from, okay, MPX to VPX. Okay, so that we will discuss more on this. What is it? Course curriculum and demo. Okay. So how many, what is it, are there in model? Okay. So now we are using 14.x, right? So 13.x and 14.x. So what is the difference between 13 and 14? We can gather the information from Citrix stacks and all. So for example, now we are discussing about Netscaler, Citrix ADC. Okay. Okay. ADC. Earlier, no, it was Netscaler. After that, no, they changed it to Application Delivery Controller. Okay,
Okay.
ADC means desktop delivery controller. Okay, okay. ADC again, the naming convention is not good. Again, they rename it to back to old name only, Netscaler. Okay, okay. Netscaler is a network device. Okay, who manages the device? Sometimes network team can manage. Sometimes we do manage. Right. Most of the environments they're asking when you attend any Citrix interview, do you know Netscaler concepts? Okay, at least minimum. They're having Netscalers, right? So they're managing, okay, Citrix as well as Netscalers, so that we should know the Netscalers, right? For example, if I see, I saw in Altera Digital Health in Pune location, they're asking Netscalers 5 to 7 years experience or something like that. Okay, all banking sectors, all financial sectors, they manage their environment in locally on-prem, right? Citrix, they don't want to go any cloud environment due to security reasons, right? So we will discuss all these things now, okay? Okay, so these all are what is Citrix ADC, layer 7 and layer 4 to layer 7 that we will discuss all, okay? So concepts. About Citrix ADC, it's over, okay, 20 years, not 15 years. I prepared long back this for around 20 years. Okay, it is a leading market leader for Netscaler. So Netscaler competitor, we have another tool called Big F5, right? So F5 load balancer is there, and also Azure load balancer is AWS load balancer. Okay, so many load balancers are there. But Citrix point of view, Citrix applications, okay, customers can use only Netscalers. Clear? So what is the percentage means? Okay, Netscaler is now having 30 to 40% of the market share. Okay, so then Cisco firewalls, Cisco, so many products are there. So for example, if Citrix is having 1 lakh customers, right? Most of the customers, okay, 50% of the customers are using Netscalers. So all banking sectors, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Novartis, Deloitte, some, okay, so automotive companies, Bench, Volvo, everyone is using Netscalers, Citrix or Netscalers, right? So even eBay, Microsoft, Mastercard, everyone, okay, their customers, okay. So, you know, right, network layers. Heard about network layers?
Yep.
Why is
4 layers, 7 layers.
7 layers are there, okay. So physical layer, data link layer, network layer, we do not manage. Okay, who manages? Network team can manage, right? Physical layer means, okay, cables, switches, routers, then everything will be managed by them. So we manage L4 to L7. L4 to L7. We will discuss more on this, okay, OSI layer models in Okay, second module in our networking, we have a separate module for networking, how we manage using OSI models, how many types are there, so that we can discuss. Okay, just I'm telling you overall concept. Okay, layers.
Okay.
So why? Because no, as a Netscaler admin, we are not um, professionals in networking concept, right? So that at least we should know the basic concepts of networking.
Got
Clear?
it.
So Citrix ADC or Netscaler, whatever it is. So it's how it works. Okay. So we have a users, okay, for different locations. Okay. We have applications backend. So users can able to access applications using Netscaler. Earlier, 20 years back or something. Okay. How do we manage? So we are not getting a whiteboard. Okay. Spotlight. Right panel. Okay, let me open Paint. I'll show you. Okay.
Okay.
Now you are able to see my screen. Paint.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So 20 years ago, we don't have any load balancers, right? So we use Microsoft Load Balancer, NLB, Network Load Balancer, right? So we have to create a servers and all. After that, no. So we got all the devices. Okay. For example, okay, in 20 years back, if you want to access application, there is no concept of Netscaler. User client machine can connect directly to server, right? Client and server technology. Got it, right? So that if you
Yeah.
want to access any application directly, they hit directly to the server. Okay.
So,
Right? After that, no, they introduced Netscaler. So Netscaler, what is doing? Netscaler is taking some of the responsibilities instead of backend server, which means SSL encryption, decryption. Okay, so Netscaler is working as a proxy between user and server. Right? So more load is taking Netscaler, so we can accommodate more users on backend servers. Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, so availability 24/7, it's availability so that we can get more bandwidth appliances. Okay, and also we have a offload option. Offload means SSL offload. Okay, so which means every time user is connecting from backend user to backend server. Okay, SSL encryption and decryption, every time encrypt and decrypt. So Netscaler will take that responsibility instead of backend servers. Security, we have a DDoS, security complaints, everything, so that we have to implement all security and WAF, okay, web application firewalls, now, okay. So enterprise data center, so that we have, if you have a data center, you can keep your Netscalers into your data center, and also we can keep into cloud infrastructure, AWS, Azure also, right? So most of the environments, right, they're moving from, so if it is a big environment, okay, they need more throughput, they go for hardware boxes, okay, MPX boxes. If it is small environments, okay, so that they can purchase VPX boxes, virtual appliances, right? So here, world-class load balancing, anyone can use, right? So health monitoring. So this Netscaler will verify the backend server's health. Snip pipe is there, but if you have 3 servers, okay, whether server is healthy or not. If the server is not healthy, it will mark into unhealthy. Automatically, it will forward the request to backend servers. Another 2 servers. Caching. So here is a integrated caching is there. What is the integrated caching means? For example, right? So we do get a 10th class results, intermediate results, right? Right, every year, so that they publish application or results in portal, right? So users can able to access backend servers, right? So they launch application, result application. Okay, they can enter their hall ticket number, they can access their results. Okay, this is the Netscaler. So users are accessing, okay, Sureshu, Rameshu, Chandra, or Sachi. Okay, they're accessing. When they get results, immediately eagerly waiting to check their results, right? Whether they pass or how much grade they're getting. Okay, already Suresh logged into. Okay, through website, through Netscaler, it connected to this mission, right? This guy connected to this mission. Okay, this mission. This guy connected to this mission. Okay, like this. This guy connected to this mission. After some time, okay, this Suresh is going to check again these results. Okay, here is the integrated caching, which means cache memory will be available in Netscaler. So that when you enter username, password, hall ticket number, first time you will get results from server. So you can see the results will be stored in a integrated caching memory. So after 15-20 minutes again, if you log in this user Suresh, it won't go to backend server directly. It will fetch that results from integrated caching, so that we can reduce load and backend servers. Clear? Cache memory.
Yes.
Cache
Okay.
memory.
Okay.
So we can see how it cache memory works and all, right? So that we can see. Okay. This is one option, better feature. Okay. Compression. Compression means, for example, if you're sending one website, user is accessing one website from backend server through Netscaler. Okay. That web page site is 800 KB. Okay. Instead of sending 800 KB end user, so that we can compress that HTTP compression. So, which means zipping. Okay. We are compressing that data we are sending. Okay. While going to user machine, it will extract all the images and content. So instead of sending our internet to 800 KB, so that we can send only 174 KB or like that. Okay. So optimization. So many features are there, loading. Okay. Traffic optimization. So many traffic domains and all. It is there in this feature. And TCP connection management. TCP multiplexing. One feature is there. So it works using TCP multiplexing. What is that? We will discuss in the module. Okay. And also SSL processing. Inbuilt, they applied a SSL chip in this device, so that per second, so many transactions can do. Okay. Citrix ADC sheet. If you see. Sheets are available in, okay, see, based on model, this is a virtual appliance, okay, this is a physical appliance, okay, these all are features, okay, availability, we will discuss features and all. Okay. Now if you go here, okay, this model 26200, it supports 256 GB RAM and Ethernet's 8 gig Ethernet's RAID support. Pay-as-you-go it doesn't support. This model can support pay-as-you-go. So SSL transactions, okay, see, SSL transactions per second, 1,25,000 SSL handshakes, you know, right? SSL handshake, right? So encrypt and decrypt per second, 1,25,000. This one is, okay, 1,10,000. This one is, okay, 66. If you take any virtual appliance, so by default, okay, SSL transactions, SSL transaction, okay, 880, max is, okay, so SSL 1,100 and max 20,000, right? Based on, okay, hardware model, right? Selected model, VPX model, 10 MB, okay, 25 MB, 200 Mbps, okay, 1 gig, 3 gig, 5 gig, 8 gig, 10 gig kind of thing. Clear?
Yep.
So we have a SSL implemented in this, so that we will discuss in first module SSL, how they integrated SSL processing. Okay. And also we have a SSL VPN. Okay. We can, so you are connecting to your office network, right? So when you're working from home, so that you have to connect through Cisco VPN or something, right? Right, everyone? Cisco. Okay. This Netsclaer also works as a Cisco VPN. Okay, so we can install the Netscaler Gateway plugin. We can enter username password. When you connect, automatically you are connecting to your company network. Similar to Cisco VPN. Similar to Cisco VPN. So if you publish applications using Netscaler Gateway, so Netscaler Gateway, if you integrate with Citrix, so this URL, see VPN means virtual private network. No need to install any plugin, no need to connect any Cisco VPN, so that users can able to access this URL. They can connect from anywhere, which means they're accessing applications, right? Right, everyone? So they can
Yeah.
access applications. So they can able to see this application, which means they connect automatically. They are connecting to client network, right? Client network. No need to connect first VPN, then access Citrix URL. No. So it's a public URL so that we can publish it into public URL. Users can able to access publicly. No VPN required. So URL itself is showing a VPN, right? So SSL VPN. If you integrate with the Citrix, we don't want to any VPN. Clear? So that without VPN, so that we can access. Okay. Web app application firewalls are there. Any critical application, so that we can implement web app firewalls. But the Citrix point of view, so we are transporting data using HDX protocol, ICA protocol. We don't require any web app firewalls. Other than Citrix products, for example, if you can Tableau application, report manager, some applications, so few applications, banks, right? Banks, they have multiple applications. They can publish applications using, so content switching concept, so many are there. Okay, we'll discuss. So MPX hardware price performance, right? Hardware. So that we have to purchase a MPX box. All right, MPX, okay. Netscaler MPX. It's similar to or servers. You know, right? Servers. Okay. One moment. Okay. So this is the hardware box. So we have a racks, right? So that we can keep this server into rack, right? Hardware. So processors, RAM, Ethernet cards, everything will be there. See, we will discuss in third module. So many models are there. How models will work, we will discuss more. Okay. This MPX, right? VPX. MPX is having two power supplies. Few models, they're having 4 power supplies, which means odd standby, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, right? So we will discuss more on this. See, this one is having 4 power supplies, which means this model is too costly, right? SSD drivers and all. We will discuss more on hardwares. Okay. So web app firewall, I showed you right here. If you see here, okay, this is the sheet. Based on that sheet, so that price will be changed, vary. Right, everyone? So many models are there. It will be available in Citrix docs, so that we can download which model do we require, so that we can suggest purchase. Nowadays, no one is using hardware boxes. Everyone using VPXs. Why? Because why hardware boxes are purchasing that Citrix, right? Citrix vendor, okay, so that architect, right? So, okay, simple thing, Shaji. So if you go any hospital, right, a medical representative will come and sit there, okay, 2 hours, 3 hours. After that, no, he meets doctor. Sir, can you please subscribe this medicines? It is available in your medical shop. These are the samples, right? They do marketing, right? So these architects, right? they want to sell their product, they will convince client. You're having these many users and you need more bandwidth. Why instead of going virtual appliances, you can purchase a physical appliance. If they purchase physical appliance, it is a burden for them, right? So that hardware may fail, okay, motherboard may fail, RAID may fail, okay, RAM may fail, right? So that again we have to purchase that parts and we have to upgrade. Right after a certain time, so 2028 April, so models, okay, so many other models, hardware models, so end of life, right? So that you have to migrate MPX or otherwise VPX, or again you have to purchase a MPX box. Okay, Netscaler, okay, Netscaler 8900. Okay, end of life. If you click here, so that you can get the September 27th. See, okay, G. Okay, this one is okay. We are using this model. This end of life is okay, 1st April 2028, which means again another 2 years. Meanwhile, we have to purchase new hardware or we have to migrate from okay MPX to VPX, virtual appliance. So if you have very less users, okay, 200 users or 1000 users, 1500 users, we don't want physical hardware, right? Physical hardware is a maintenance. Again, you have to decommission that old hardware and you have to purchase, right? So that we have so many hardwares are there. But now we are getting more the SSL, high power SSL and powers the web. So many, okay, RAID controller is there, power supplies are there, so that we get more performance. Maybe, okay, big environments, but they are using NPX boxes, like big banks, okay, world banks, IMF or something like that, right? So VPX, virtual appliance, runs on Gen server, Hyper-V and ESX, fast, inexpensive and flexible. Already I have deployed, right? If you go here, we have a VPX box, right? So if you click here and Netsclaer, see, this is the mission. We can download the software. We can deploy OVF template, right? OVF template in VMware and Hyper-V, okay, Gen server, Nutanix, so that we can deploy. During class, how to deploy, I will let you know. So that we can power on and we can configure, right? Once you deploy, if you configure IP address, everything, so that we can access using console. Right? Day-to-day activities, every day we have to log in this console, we have to manage. You are managing Citrix. When you log in Citrix Studio, you have mission catalogs, delivery groups, policies, application groups, right? So host configurations like that. So we have all these features. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So we need to purchase license. Okay, we can download the appliance from internet. Okay, if you have a ArcID, company ArcID, we can download, we can deploy. And also MPX, SDX box, multi-tenant. So SDX box means if you purchase a hardware box, MPX box, you can convert that to okay, MPX into okay, SDX. For example, if you are taking this box, 256 GB or 512 GB, 1 TB. So many NIC cards are 8, 50 gig NIC cards and 16 or 25 gig NIC cards are there. Right? So that we have multiple, so that we can install SDX hypervisor, VMware hypervisor is there, right? Like that, we have a SDX hypervisor. For example, let me show you. Here, I have a server. Right, Shaji? And everyone. So I have a server.
Yeah.
Okay. I have installed VMware ESXi. Okay. 6.7. Okay. VMware ESXi 6.7. And also I've installed vCenter server. This is a desktop machine. This is not a server. Remember one thing. This is not a server. We don't require server. Why? Because now if you have a Core i7, i8, i9 with 64 GB, 128 GB, nowadays we are having all SSD drivers, right? Earlier, I used to use the server workstation. So NMA drives, right? So what is it? RAM is different, right? So it is generating it is generating heat and it is generating more noisy, and sometimes hardware may fail. All right, RAMs are RAM is failing. After that, no, I sold out. After that, I purchased one desktop with Cooler Master, okay, and gigabyte motherboard, Core i7 7th generation. See what is the CPU utilization? 14.4 gigahertz, 4 cores, 8 virtual cores. Okay, so 14.4 instead of 14.4, it's consuming only 9.2, right? 9 gigahertz. CPU memory utilization, 64 GB. Now I am utilizing 42 GB. And hard disk also, we have around 8 TB, it is there. So for lab purpose, this is enough, right? So desktop, I can install Windows 10 or Windows 11 on that machine, or otherwise I can install Windows 2016 server. Okay, instead of that, I have installed EMR VSXi and I have created multiple machines on this machine. Around 97 machines are there. Right, everyone? Right? So like that, here also, you can install as a single appliance or you can convert this as a SDX. SDX, okay? SDX hypervisor, so that you can build multiple, okay, appliances, virtual appliances on that machine. For example, okay, one client is having 40 appliances, virtual appliances in 2 different locations. These appliances will reside on VMware or Gen server or Nutanix or Hyper-V instead of different hosts, right? Different hosts to manage is too difficult. If you purchase a hardware box, okay, MPX, okay, 2100 or something, so that he can install hypervisor, he can create all virtual appliances in the top of that machine. Easy, right? Easy to manage. Easy to manage. Okay. So one console, he can manage all the missions. That is why SGX. Okay. So few of the customers, they're using SGX boxes. Okay. Separate Netscaler instances, direct and dedicated hardware access. So for example, if you have a mission, so that this mission you can connect this port. Okay. Each mission, one network port we can assign, dedicated port. Network isolation is there. That is what I told you, right? So these 2 missions we can connect this port and shared network or dedicated network. We can install up to 80 instances. Okay, based on model, we can install. See here, okay, number of instances included, maximum of instances on SGX models, 115 of 115 this model. Okay, like this. So based on model, we can install these many machines. But we can't install more. Why? Because no, based on CPU memory, okay, if you install any VM, so that we have to provide CPU memory on that machine. So 64 GB RAM or 32, 8 GB based on the RAM, so that we have to provide, right? We have to provide RAMs. Okay, why that 16 appliances or 32, okay, 8 appliances, okay, 7 appliances based on CPU memory we can deploy. Here also I have installed appliances, right? Virtual machines based on the RAM. Now if you see here, so I have provided only 2 GB RAM, okay, for lab purpose, okay, 2 GB RAM only. This one is. So how do you know? If you go here, edit settings, okay, 2V CPU, okay, 2 GB RAM, 20 GB hard disk. Right? In production environment, we do give more memory, okay, more CPU based on user access, number of users. Okay. So we can deploy Netscaler 11, Netscaler 12, 12.1, 13.1, okay, 13, 13.1, 14, 14.x. Okay, all machines would run independently. Clear? So here I have deployed all the missions. I have 2016 missions, 2008 R2 missions, 2012 and VPX boxes, everything running on my ESXi host. Different flavors, different operating systems. Clear? This is Sun Solaris, okay, OS. Okay, if you see this is Windows 2016. Okay, like this. This Windows 2016. Okay, and also we have a hardware box, MPX, VPX, and SGX, and also we have a CPX box. Okay, CPX means DevOps team, they can use this CPX container based appliance. Docker container. Heard about Docker container?
Yeah, heard about it. Yes.
Okay. While developing that application, they can test using this Docker container, CPX. Okay. We'll discuss more on the third module, CPX boxes, how to use CPX boxes. We do not install. So many features are there. We do not, no one can use all the features. Right, everyone? No one can use all the features.
So you buy everything and then you enable each based on the feature?
Sorry?
You buy the license per
Yes.
feature?
This is free. CPX is
Okay.
free.
Okay.
Supporting centralized applications. We will discuss more on that particular concept. Okay. Okay. So that early stage, right? Early, okay, load balancing early app development cycle, they install container and they can access. So we do not support development and all if they require, so that we can install and we can configure, right? When it's required. And also DLX it is there, bare metal server. So Linux is a bare metal server. So due to security reasons, okay, so that we can install appliance into Linux server, it runs as a process, okay, one task, right? If you go any server, right, so it's running as a task, backend one process, okay, like that, so that it runs as a process. If you see any what is that Studio Console, what is it? MCS is a built-in service, right? MCS is a built-in service, right, everyone? We're not installing anything. So MCS, they provided as a built-in service. Like that, it runs one service. Clear, everyone? So we can access up to 40 Gbps throughput. It supports up to 40 Gbps. Any critical application, any net banking or something. So clients may use. Not all the customers, if they require, they can deploy DLX. And also cloud, we have a AWS, Azure, SoftLayer cloud. Heard about SoftLayer?
No.
No, right? So IBM SoftLayer. IBM also, IBM is having a cloud, own cloud. Okay, you do not get more documents, videos in internet or YouTube. Because now they procured software company. After that, they renamed as a Bluemix. I worked for IBM for 5 years. I know that. Okay, so internal customers that they're migrating from other cloud or on-premise to their own cloud environment, so that they can get billing. Right? AWS, okay, my Azure, SoftLayer, GCP, Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud. So many clouds are there. Okay, most popular clouds are AWS, Azure, right? So we have to, okay, we can deploy our Netscaler appliance, AWS, virtual private cloud, okay, elastic block storage we require. So here we have T-shirt sizes, right? Azure, so that we have to minimum, if you want to deploy any EC2 instance to virtual vCPU, 2 GB RAM, VPX 10 up to 5 Gbps can support. Okay, so this image is available in marketplace. Okay, Azure AWS marketplace, so that you have to bring your own license. BYOL, bring your own license. Okay, you can purchase license from Citrix. Same, okay, Microsoft Azure, it is available this images on Azure marketplace, so that you have to bring your own license. Okay, and also IBM SoftLayer. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, these all are the features. Okay, application availability, application acceleration, application security, front-end optimization. See, so application availability, L4 to L7, we did discuss about, okay, L4 to L4 load balancing and L7 content switching. So let me show you here. Okay, so traffic management, this is basic load balancing. Already we have configured. And also here is the L7 content switching. Right, everyone? So what is content switching? Each module, we have one topic. Okay, it's very, very important. Content switching, I'll let you know. So if you see this sheet, right? We have a sheet. Okay, go to here. So this sheet has having everything. See, application availability, right? L4 to L4 load balancing, L7 content switching, Microsoft SQL load balancing, Apex rate controls, traffic domains, GSLB, triscale clustering. These all are there, right? Universal license, gateway license, and standard, advanced, premium. If you take standard, you will get less features, right? If you take a small phone, right? So a very 32 GB RAM or 3 GB. So you will get very less features. Okay. If you go mid, so advanced, so you will get more features. If you take premium, so all features can support. For example, this guy, okay, one pharmaceutical company, they require a Netscaler. Okay. They don't want all the features. Why? Because they have to spend more money. But bankings, right? All bankings, they spend more money, right? Due to security reasons. This guy need a GSLB. Okay, this cost is okay 60,000. Okay, 60,000. So if you want to include this GSLB, he has to pay another 10,000 or 15,000 so that he can get this feature optional. There is an option. They can enable and they can give it to them, right? Right, everyone. So that we can purchase. See here we have a so many features, right? So application availability, application acceleration, application security, front-end optimization, TCP protocol optimization, simple manageability, Citrix gateway. Okay, we will discuss all these features, okay, in models. Clear?
Yep.
Okay, so triscale technology. I told you, right? It is their triscale technology. They introduced a triscale clustering. So this feature is available in advanced and premium edition. It is not available in standard, gateway, and universal license, right? What is this triscale technology? Okay, so elasticity, simplicity, expandability. What is elasticity? Pay as you grow. Okay, it is there. Pay as you grow. See here upgrade option MPX. Okay, we purchased a 26160. If you want, you can upgrade this model into 26200. Clear? So that we can upgrade. Pay as you grow, burst pack license. What is this burst pack license? Okay, scale. Elasticity. What is elasticity meaning?
You can expand when you need it. You can reduce when you don't need it.
Yes. Okay. If you take any rubber, right, plastic, so that you can expand. If you release automatically, it will go into a same position again, right? Like that. For example, this pay as you grow. So we have a sale going on in India. Okay, Great India Amazon sale. Okay, big billion sale in the US. Okay, Thanksgiving Day sale, right? Customer sale. That time they need more capacity, right? So if you customers they may purchase, they may not purchase. They can log in. What is the offer? Which credit card is giving 10% offer? Okay, any discount? They will log in and check that, right? That time more traffic is there. That time we require a skip pay as you grow so that they can purchase 1 week or 15 days temporary license. Okay, so that once sale is okay, and automatically it will use existing license only. Pay as you grow. Clear on?
Yes.
Simplicity, so that we have a Netscaler with the consolidation. SDX box is there. If you're getting more load, so that we can spin up to virtual appliances, we can add simplicity. Expandability, scale out with the triscale clustering. It is their option. So no one can use this clustering option. So go to here. Okay. So if you click here, right, system now. So if you expand this, so many features are there, right? If you click this, okay, app expert, so many are there. Each module we can discuss. In system, we have a networking. So we have network concepts. We discuss in second model. All these features, IPs, interfaces, channels, the VLANs, everything. Okay. Like this, so many features are there, right? And also optimization, already okay, integrated caching, HTTP compression, okay, front-end optimization, it is there, right? So based on customer requirement, they enable that feature. In our mobiles, we have a Wi-Fi calling. We do not use, okay, right? They introduced Wi-Fi calling. Like that, security, so that we can configure securities, gateway, and authentication dashboard, everything. If we go system, there is a cluster option. Okay. System. So cluster. So just I saw it. See cluster. Right? We can add, so nodes can add nodes. Okay. Up to 32 nodes. Okay. Each 1 TB. Okay. 1 TB bandwidth. Okay. If you add one after another, so you will get a 32 TB throughput. We do not use, just feature is there. Okay. Feature is there. We will discuss more. Okay. Clustering. Scale out, try scale clustering. This is the new feature. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Based on the model, so that we will get a throughput. If you go for MPX boxes, okay, 222404, okay, 004, okay, 040. So many models are there. 150 GBps, 200 GBps, 256 GBps, so that we will get models. Okay, so MPX, it starts with 10 Mbps. If you see here, okay, MPX boxes, see 10 Mbps, 25 Mbps, 200 Mbps. Okay, it's a 2 to 300, 200 Mbps are enough. Okay, why unnecessarily purchasing higher hardware, higher MPX? No, right? 1000 Mbps means 1 gig, but he is calling as a 1000 Mbps, 300 Mbps, 500 Mbps, 800 Mbps, 8000 Mbps. After that, no, 10 gig, 15 gig, 25 gig, 40 gig, 100 gig. So these models up to 300 Mbps, it supports AWS, Azure, ESX, okay, all the platforms, okay, AWS, Azure, ESXi, okay, KVM, Linux KVM is also there, and the Citrix hypervisor, and the Microsoft Hyper-V. From 5000 onwards, okay, Azure is not supporting, and also Hyper-V, Microsoft Hyper-V is not supporting, right? So AWS up to, it supports 25 gig, it doesn't support 40 gig and 100 gig. ESXi supports up to 100 gig, KVM supports, and Citrix hypervisor is own tool up to 40 GBps, it doesn't support 100 gig. Right? So here, based on that model, so that what is the model, okay, what is the throughput, so that we can purchase, right? Minimum tenants platform. So 5 gig, 10 gig, 25 gig, 50 gig, 120 gig. Okay. So we have to pay more money if you want to purchase. Okay. Basic car, mid-level car, top-end car. So that if you go for top-end car, you have to pay more money, right? You will get all features, right? Yeah. So virtualization and multi-tenancy. Netscaler VPX is fully featured Netscaler running on general purpose hypervisors environment. What hardware is working, same features, same functionality, no deviation, but no less throughput. So 10 Mbps to up to 100 gig, right? SDX boxes, so we can purchase on MPX boxes, we can install SDX hypervisor. On top of that, we can create missions, independent missions, different versions are there, okay? Because client is having different license till valid. So you can use, right? So 14.x, 13.x, 12.x, okay, we can create. Okay, dedicated. So we can provide a dedicated hardware or shared hardware to network isolation, everything. Okay, so traffic domains are there, so that if you have the different domains, okay, different subsidiaries. So one company is having subsidiary companies, right? So that we can create a traffic domains, all the environment, MPX, VPX, SDX. Right, Aram? So we can create some segmentation, port segmentation, interface segmentation, everything we can create. Okay. So Citrix ADC high availability, we have 3 features. Okay, high availability, we use high availability. GSLB clustering, we do not use. It is their feature. Okay, high availability means HA pair. HA means, okay, high availability, pair means 2. Pair means 2, right? Active passive configuration, simple setup, guaranteed performance on node failure. Okay, HA pair, one side or stretched to or 2 sides. If you configure between 2 sides, we require a layer 2. OSI models, right? So that we require layer 2. We have to enable layer 2 feature. Okay. Most of the environments, we keep 2 Netscalers into same data center. One is failed, another can work, right? So here is the already I configured my environment. See, one is active, one is passive. Why this is unknown? I did not power on this machine, right? When I power on this machine, it will participate into HA, right? So we do configure HA and clustering. I told you, right? All active, active, active. This is no one active, one passive. Right, everyone? One active, one passive. Right, Santosh, Saji? So HA means one active. Even if you see Microsoft cluster, active, passive node concept. Okay, which is active. So traffic will go through active node. Passive will verify the active node. Okay. Active, active up to we can add 32 nodes. Okay, one cluster. Cluster nodes must be same site. Selected features available. Scale out model. Right. We discussed about scale out model. Right. Scale out model. We can add here. We do not use this clustering concept. It is there. Manage clusters, remove cluster, join cluster, everything. Right. So that you can get the statistics over here. Okay. No cluster node configured. Right, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. And also we have a server, okay, global server load balancing. So already we have a load balancer. So over here, if you click here, okay, traffic management, load balancing. So we have 2 storefront servers. I have load balanced. Okay, just up 2 servers are there, 2 up. Right. In your environment also you can able to see storefront servers, 2 up. This is local load balancing. Okay, basic load balancing, local load balancing. If you configure GSLB, there is a concept called GSLB. Okay, here is the GSLB. So primary site is in New York, secondary site in Singapore. Okay, DR site. If primary site down, automatically users can connect to DR site. Right? Active, we can configure active, support standalone sites within DC, prevents against logical device or link or data center failure, any earthquake or cyclone, so that if you shut down primary data center, okay, users can able to access from DR data center. Global. So here we are configuring a load balancing within the data center. Here we are configuring a load balancing globally. Every company, they can use global load balancing, GSLB. Clear? Okay. So we require Netscaler IPs, okay, to manage the environment, NSIP, okay, Netscaler IP address, okay, to manage our appliance. Now I have connected and I am managing, right? So that we can manage. This is the IP address, management purpose. So in Citrix, we have a Studio Console. If you have access on Studio Console, you can access that server. You can open Studio Console, you can log in. All right. SNP IP, subnet IP, use it for server-side connections. Backend servers, it will communicate with the backend servers. Clear, everyone? Okay. MIP, SNP IP, we will discuss in networking concepts. MIP, SNP. What is MIP? What is SNP? So it will forward the request to backend server. SNP will verify the backend server health, and also it will forward the user request to backend server. VIP is a virtual IP address, so users can able to access using VIP myportal.cnslabs.com, so that that request will come to either VIP IP or GSLB or GSLB site IP. It will communicate to backend server. We require 3 IP addresses: Netscaler IP address, SNP IP address, MIP IP address. Here is these are our VIP IP addresses, virtual servers. Clear on virtual servers, VIP. 24 is the VIP IP address. Okay, this is Netscaler IP address. If you go and see here, okay, system, network, IPs, this is the SNP IP. So SNP IP. SNP IP means 23, 21, 22 two Netscaler. So 23 the SNP IP address, subnet IP, it will communicate with backend servers. Clear on? Okay. So VIP IP basically Netscaler is a proxy server. Clients communicate with VIP IP and connection is terminated at this point. The Netscaler will open the connection to the config backend server. Every IP packet has both source and IP destination. Right? So user connection will terminate. Netscaler will tell, hey, hold on, guy, I can take care of request. Okay. The request will go to using VIP to SNP IP. SNP will forward the request to again Netscaler. Netscaler will forward that request to VIP. Okay, user can able to see applications. Okay, Netscaler working as a proxy server. Clear on? Okay, so here application delivery, networking platform. So on top of that, when you install Netscaler, so there is a app expert engine will load. On that application switching engine, it will load. On top of that, app expert policy framework. In every machine, we have a .NET framework. So policy framework, in the top of policy framework, we have a availability, acceleration, and security features. Right? Already we discussed security, availability, so that GSLB, load balancing, content switching, everything. Okay. Acceleration, SSLR acceleration, app cache, app flow, application compress, everything features are there. Security, smart access, SSL VPN, application security, rewrite policies. We can write all these policies. Clear on? Okay. So users can access using internet through Netscaler backend applications. Okay, so in between Netscaler, to two firewalls, in between Netscaler, so more security. So we sometimes banks they configure DMZ zone, demilitarized zone, double hop militarized zone, so that more security. They open only 443 ICA protocols. Backend servers are into private network, Netscaler is into another private network, so more security. Okay, network team, they do natting concept. Clear on? Clear? So Shaji Sharma, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, you are on mute, huh? Okay, so yeah. Okay. This is the okay. Let me unmute. Unmute.
What's the related to that?
Yeah. So Shaji, so I'm asking you. So this is the architecture diagram, so that how users can connect our environment using Netscaler, externally, so that we will configure. Now we are discussing about Netscalers.
There is no EVG file there. Yeah, that code. Their own code, because earlier it was there. No.
I mean,
Yeah.
no,
That's fine. But what about the link which I have sent in the WhatsApp?
I think there are only two files. I couldn't get what's exact because it not mention any name.
And
Yeah,
someone
I think PW some format that's
okay. This is the architecture diagram. We will discuss more on during classes, this architecture diagram. And I told you, right, these all are the components to manage, okay? Okay, to manage basic settings of Citrix ADC licensing, high availability, traffic management, gateway, unified gateway, EE authentication. We go and see all features are available, right? So the licensing part, okay, traffic management, GSLB, SSL certificates, DNS, everything we can manage, okay? Netscaler gateway, Citrix gateway, authentication part, security, so that we will discuss all these things, EE authentication, everything. Clear, everyone? Okay. Okay, these models you have to learn. These all are basic models, basic Netscaler administration 1 to 14. These all are advanced topics, means app expert advanced policies, rewrite responder policies, okay, transformation policies, content switching. It's very, very important. And also optimization is very, very important. Okay, integrated caching and all, server load balancing. Total 19 models. Okay, Santosh. Okay, so that we can write exams. Okay, if you want to write a certification, you can write exam, right? Once you complete this course. Are you there? No one is speaking.
Will this be like a live, like a lab-based training, or will it be kind of theory-based?
You can use all the links and whatever is comfortable and based on your needs,
Can you hear me?
you can install.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but will we be creating a lab with a
I will
virtual,
provide you the lab.
and then we can build it on a VMware,
Yes,
and then
yes.
we can kind of follow
Yes.
along, break it, try to fix it, try to understand the flow.
Yes, I can provide you the lab. We have a jump server concept. I have a public IP. You can access this lab from anywhere. Okay, so that you can build your environment. These guys, right? Guys have built their environment. Okay, like okay, I will provide you the resource pool so that you can build your own Netscaler and you can build the lab. Okay, these all are the course concepts. Okay, getting started, basic networking concepts. Okay, so I did not prepare this course. This course is prepared by Citrix official course. Okay.
Okay, got it, for the exam.
Yeah. Total 19 modules are there. Each book, right? So 1 to 8 modules one book, and 1 to 6 modules one book. This is advanced concepts. I told you, right? So optimization, client keep alive, HTTP compression, so that we will discuss all these features. Okay, total 19 models, and also we have a exercise book material. I'll provide you the theoretical book and exercise book. Okay, based on that exercise book, so that you have to do all the labs. We can do GUI as well as CLI. I prepared CLI commands also, so that you can use that CLI command based on your environment. You have to change IP address, everything. We can execute. Okay, so this model is 21 labs. This model is 21 labs, and this model is around 20 labs. Okay, around 90 labs. So if you have a tracker, right? So that come done.
Yep.
So easy. So listening course is nothing, right? So first we have to do an interaction, hands-on experience. Once you get hands-on experience, so that we can read theoretically, we can crack the job.
Lab, I think, I don't know how you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can provide the lab. I can give you all these documents so that once we complete this, okay, done. Pending. I need a help from so and so. You can write comments so that we can sit and complete that. Right? Yeah.
try to
I'll
import
provide you the
from your
videos,
image
daily
layer
videos,
CNET.
course videos.
I
Okay.
think if you don't have
I can
the
upload
same image
into a shared
from
file
your
or
work,
that
right, because it should have the same kind of
Google Drive
real
so
life
that you can
environment.
watch later. If you require, you can watch later, right? So class videos. See, I completed this guide, these many models. Okay. The demo, module 1, 2 days, module 2, 2 days kind of thing, right?
Topology and I think you should
Very
also
nice.
have the same image, right?
And you see exactly
Any
that
doubts?
same thing
Anything?
is required over there, but we
Uh,
can change.
I'm good.
There's
From my
option
side,
to edit
I'm okay.
Okay.
edit the notes as well.
So, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Deep, why don't
Santosh,
you
do you have any
once
questions?
here?
Okay, he left. Okay. So thanks for everyone. So we will plan it accordingly. We will start the course, Saji. Okay. Thank you.
So just
I'm
let me
sorry,
know when you are
drive you
planning to
out
start and the date and the
so
time, and
Yeah.
I will schedule my time according to it.
when one place
Okay.
follow
Okay. Yeah.
and
I'll let
Thanks
you
so
know.
much.
is
Thank you.
good at the end
Thanks again.
look like so that nobody's